the inventory management roguelite here that I have actually recently announced. You can see to my left here, I've recently announced the Overlooting Speedrun competition, which has a cash prize. Kind of exciting. I'm not going to overly talk about that at the beginning here, but since I just announced it, I'm right now going to be running C5, which has 3 different, you can do first place, second place, third place. If you want to give it a try for yourselves, just, think about it as you're watching this if you're interested, because I want as many people to get involved as possible. I'm not going to really push this super far because I want to give as many people a chance as possible. But since I haven't myself run C5, I thought today would be a good day to get some experience in that. I want to see how far C0, like the lowest level corruption, can take me in terms of the max level, right? So similar strategy. I'm going to go a little bit slower, actually. I'm going to have to reset a few times to try to get myself the right starting skill. You can't guarantee later skills anyway. But first, what I should do is pop open Live Split. It's been a hot minute since I really used Live Split. Setting for DPI awareness, no. Improved. No, let's just keep as we are. Okay, I'm going to move this off the screen, so just have the one copy, and I'll move that. Where's a really good spot for it? Let's do stream here, move myself over here, and then I think Live Split is normally about where I am, so how about... What's a good spot for this? I'm used to just having the little tiny bar, so this is a bit different, but I guess right here could be fine, or maybe right here. That's not too bad. There's nothing goes on right there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. All right. Version's getting to sub 10. Yeah, didn't see mentioned in Discord. Yeah, the speedrunning stuff sub 10 minute has been, it was definitely a journey. It took a span. So if I remember right, I adjusted these. So if I hit 0, it starts. 0, it does the next one. I can get that to reset it. And then I already put on here that the times I have on there are actually for Corruption 0. So they're not going to be super relevant here, but it's kind of interesting just to see what the difference is between corruption levels. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, where I think I'm just going... Yeah, I'm going to... you'll see a little bit live for the first time, since I did all of my speedrunning of the game before privately. You'll see a little bit of how that goes. It does take a bit to start a run, but once a run's started, I usually commit. And ideally, you get a wand of some kind at the start, but actually my sub 10 time, I didn't even have a wand, so I think it'd be a little bit less nitpicky. Of course, it's also Corruption 5, so I'm going to play it a little bit slower and not be as obsessed with getting everything right. But there you go, Hunger. Hunger is the one I'm looking for. I guess I'll just take a weapon at the start. I'm actually going to take items here because I can use the Forge to make better items. And again, since I haven't played max corruption before in speedrunning, it is going to be kind of important that I do as well as I can. Okay, I'm just going to upgrade that now. And I will actually just take this weapon. Normally, I would try to get a better weapon than this, but because in the speed run that got me the fastest time, I didn't really do that. I'm not going to worry about it too much here. When is the timer supposed to start? It should have started already by now on your screen. Let's see, but maybe there's a little delay on messages. Okay, attack here. It's meant to start... Oh, I guess you're saying in terms of frames. It's meant to start... Let me move this up. We now have 3 villager. It's meant to start at... It's basically as soon as Outer Forest disappears. It's all laid out on the speedrun page that I have set up for it. But yes, as soon as Outer Forest disappears, which is sort of your here's the first area announcement. I did that way because I wanted it to be the case that people can you can kind of cut out a lot of the, I don't know, the cinematic stuff, right? I wanted as much here's where you can start controlling and here's where you can stop controlling as possible without there being too much of a risk of I don't know, it messing up or whatever. I don't want you to technically be able to start a frame sooner and then I'm kind of cutting that out where some people use it and some people don't. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But generally speaking, I know you can't do anything at that point in time, so that's kind of where I chose to go. There I took I always take there's a modifier sort of for... I want to put this woodcutter's axe on. Oh, I might... I'm not used to Corruption 5, so enemies are a little stronger. Okay. Yeah, so I will I will show that as well as I can here. So like right here, that would be kind of where you're resetting. There are other skills that I've considered using besides hunger, but I'm not sure if they work. I think there's like a high risk, high reward potential to going something besides hunger. Hunger is just really good because it lets you attack twice at the beginning, which is like attacking multiple times. A lot of different skills work with attack. I guess I'll just take another weapon, but there's not really a whole lot of reason there. What was I saying here? I'm sorry. I'm so not used to. Definitely not used to. Wow, 2 poison spikes again at the start. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. Adept Staff. That's probably the best item that you can get at the beginning. The reason that Adept Staff is so good is because it has Mana Burst, and Mana Burst allows you to hit like sort of extra times, so it's really good for breaking shields. Okay, something here. I guess I'll put that on. Yeah, and normally I would play kind of tighter than here. Like I wouldn't take anything unless I absolutely need to, because you can always skip and go to it a little bit faster. Doing that. Look at that War Magic. So this might actually be a really decent run start. I should also, but instead I do this nonsense. But I figure I'm not going to be in too much of a rush. I don't want to like actually try to get anything too crazy. I want to give everyone the opportunity, if possible, to do as well as possible. Let's attack here. I think like if I get a crazy time, you know, I feel like it would kind of dissuade people from trying, because they're like, oh, you know. But that being said, I also do think a better speedrunner could probably do way better than me anyway. Like, I'm really curious to see if someone can hit a faster time in C0, because that's where I really put in all the effort, you know. Like, this is a good start for sure, getting hunger and war magic. But okay, I'm gonna put that there. We get 4 villager items. I don't know how much I should, you know, I should probably just stick to 3 with C5. Maybe that makes more sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the Thorn's shield there, gain a permanent stat boost. You can actually get luck from that, which I think might be the best outcome, because it's really hard to get luck. But really only the first area it matters in, so maybe it's better to get regeneration or lifesteal. Kind of torn on that. Honestly, lifesteal. If anything, lifesteal would be better. Take this here. So now we have 2 arcane items that increases mana burst amount by 1. If you can get up to 6, you can increase it by another one. It's crazy if you can do that. Adept Staff there. I think after the first area, I usually don't care at all about going for luck related stuff. Okay, you know what, we had regeneration for long enough from Thorns that I don't need to be too concerned with like trying to manage my health right now. It feels kind of good. Do I want to swap off of Villager at this point? I might not even use Forge there. Normally, I feel like I should use Forge because, you know, now I'm playing this kind of more intensive game with C5, but I have War Magic for future, so like maybe I just don't even care. Maybe I throw on actually and try to go for 6. Kind of doubtful I'm gonna get 6 arcane, but I'll go 4. Okay. Okay, Regal Sword has luck. Maybe that's probably a mistake. Regal Sword's not, you know, not that good. You know, okay, fine. It's an epic. Maybe I should have taken something for okay, I'll upgrade those. Take in a Fey item, because it's always like a tie or a toss up between taking Fey items and taking I guess taking Villager and taking Arcane. So like Arcane is the strongest. If you can win with Arcane and just do crazy stuff, but like you have no guarantee that Arcane is gonna be the winning strategy. Like you might need to use some Fey, because unless you can do insane damage, you're gonna need some way to avoid damage. So like dodge is amazing for that, and Fey provides dodge. It provides dodge and also increases swiftness, which means you attack more often. It's a whole thing. I guess I'll just take that and carry forward here and upgrade there. Okay, I think I will actually do one more of these and exit. Okay. Might put this on, but it has no regeneration, so how much does it matter? But I guess, oh no, we get regeneration because we get the set going. So we have now two different sets active. We have Arcane and we have Dark Thorn. Definitely useful. I got another one of these. I need a ring or a necklace at this point. Okay, upgrade you. So maxing out Adept Staff there, definitely the way to play it, because weapons, they do so much more than anything else. Like if you can get an enemy down fast, because almost everything amplifies itself over time. Attack this guy here. You might wonder, like, why focus on the boss instead of getting rid of the minions early, but I can pretty much get rid of them with the mana burst. Like, that's what mana burst is so good for. I'd love lifesteal. I think, yeah, I actually kind of do think getting lifesteal from the well would be the best outcome. We take arcane. Okay, rotate it. Am I playing too intensive? You know, but this is actually it's a good like starting position maybe. Okay, take this one for the run. I don't know. I definitely don't want it to be overly too fast. Oh, you're right. Next segment. Okay, take this here. Swap that. Now we have six arcane. I guess this is like it's a good example of the way. Yeah, this is like the way that I would play this. Like that. Like the ideal items being given. I'm not playing it as fast as I could be because I'm doing it live and I'm chatting. I'm trying not to make it too try-hardy or whatever you want to call it. But definitely, if you are trying the game yourself and you're trying to go for the speedruns, you're going to want to try hard a whole lot more than I am. And if you get a similar setup to what I have here, you should be able to beat my time. Swap that out. I'll take War Magic is like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Basically the idea here, hunger allows you to, and hunger provides weakness, which is like, it's just awesome for me because hunger is going to mean, let's get this one. Okay, interesting. I don't even know if I want this one. I'm just going to get rid of these. Hunger means I get to like very quickly get rid of the first enemies, and then War Magic means it hits every enemy who, like every enemy gets hit by every proc of mana bursts. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, I'll take this. Take you, swap it over. Okay, I would expect that I can get somewhere around like what 15 minutes. I would hope. Like that's kind of my hope. The funny thing is, like, I started out so much slower, but it's mostly like it's a mixture of recognizing items quickly and okay, upgrade that to max. Recognizing items quickly and then just having a good build idea, right? Like that, of course, does a good amount. Honestly, I think we just like if you're in this position, you just you just take chest and skip over and over again, right? Like I don't see a whole lot of point in trying to go for much more because you're pretty likely to get something at the end stage of the game that will finish you out. Okay. Like this is like ideal, you know. These set of items that I've gotten here are perfect. I haven't gotten anything over epic. You definitely, but I don't think you really need to. I don't think you really need to. Like right now, what I'd like to shift into is to put on the summer staff instead of one of my other staffs, and then put on the mana necklace potentially. But I don't even know if I need. You know, could you win with just 2 of these adept staffs while using War Magic? I don't know. Okay, go ahead and break this one down. But you definitely won't have to. Like by the end, I should be able to get at least one of like the gnarled staffs or whatever, the max level adept arcane staffs. But the thing is as well, okay, like this might seem like it's going excessively smoothly, but you could actually get one of those staffs in the first area and then literally just ignore all second area decisions. And I think that would probably be best case scenario. I'll upgrade the hat. Maybe I should have separated these. All right. But in my head, I'm like, okay, level 3 is probably, it's probably worth. Like, just look at this though. Like, okay. That being said, I'm just gonna, I've got paralysis potions, which should mean I hopefully that's enough. I don't have any scaling going on, sort of unfortunately, but I have just enough potions to, yeah, keep me alive there, and that's what kind of matters. Okay. No staff. I'll just take whatever. Last segment, right? There you go. Okay. What do you got for me? Nothing. Okay, so yeah, now at this point, I would be safe to... I don't need that. I would be safe to alternate to some other staff if I can get it, even if it's not the right type. So if I can get... Oh, no, there we go. There's your wood-worn staff. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I think when I was playing early, trying to do well in this game and get better and whatever, get better times, I was really focused on trying not to end up in a position in the last area where I just wasn't strong enough. Because it has happened. Like, it definitely can happen. But I take Coagulate here. It does boost me a little bit. Like, it definitely can happen, but it's not super likely. Because the last area you get the best loot. So I would kind of slow down, like really trying to make every decision in second area or first area just to make sure I'm going to stay alive. It's better basically to just like first area, you get yourself your luck items, your villager items. And then when you get to like, and then you get yourself, I would say at least one blue. There you go. Like this is a good outcome for me. We use these two, max them out, unless I can get the divines, the mythic staff, right? What was I saying? Give me this. I wonder what the time could be on something like this. Gain a 30 rage feels fine. Like if I went for this, if I went maxing out, like just hyper focus the whole time. Okay, attack here. No, I don't need any of that. I wonder if I upgrade the worn staff or the spring staff here. Spring staff. I think I could upgrade the worn staff because I don't even know if I want to use spring staff. Like the damage is going to be lower. These are things that I still haven't fully pieced together in my head. Okay, but yeah, like it's very easy to not know exactly what to focus on. I think I had a death in the second or the third area from just not being strong enough from having really pushed through the second area, and so I thought, okay, well I have to be more careful. That I have to be a little more cautious in second area, but it was really just like you sometimes you do get unlucky. You just don't get anything that can help you survive area 3. I don't even care about Soul Harvester. There we go. Yeah. That's yeah. Oldest staff. If you can get oldest staff, but you can get oldest staff from the chest at the beginning of this area, and then you're even more cracked, right? There's some ways that this could be faster even outside of my my casual approach. Casual in quotation marks, because again, when I started, I was slower than this. Okay. Back there. I'm actually pretty curious where this is going to head. Like I feel like I'm moving so slow. Did I pause my timer by accident or something? This is a bit faster than I was intending. Okay. All right. Not that I was planning on going super slow. I approached it pretty casually, I thought. Okay. Feeling good. Feeling strong. Huh. Give me this. Give me this. None of this really matters, right? We just attack. Except, yeah, you do have final boss as well. But I think with this build, you're pretty clean. Okay. Not casually enough. Apparently not casually enough. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. We'll have a first. But again, no. I think I'm a little bit over. Oh my gosh. I'm a little bit overconfident. Was I about to say I'm a little bit overconfident? I feel like I might be a little bit overconfident. I have no lifesteal. Yeah, that's my problem right now. And there you have it. Evidence that no, you were never necessarily strong enough. Okay. I'm kind of glad it ended that way because I felt a little bit like this is a little too clean. But to be fair, I wasn't expecting to get War Magic. War Magic is, I was like, okay, I got to try a little bit here. Okay. Well, there you have it, right? Like that's now for this one. maybe I chill a little bit. Actually, though, I think what would have changed it around for me there, like if I want to switch that into a more winning strategy, maybe you have to go with Sylvan instead of Fae at the end. Because Sylvan allows you to scale as you're attacking, and that boss would be much easier if I had some damage amp by the time that I got to it. Where when it comes to Corruption 0, you don't really need that, right? Because you're just fighting those first two. Like if I just had to fight those first two bosses, it would have been no big deal. So final boss actually does have some potential to harm you. If you had a little bludgeoning chance, I suppose that'd be another way. It just depends on what you get from the well, right? So we'll take this start. I appreciate it, game, but I don't necessarily need you to give me war magic. It is pretty broken. It is pretty broken. I had someone leave a comment at one point, actually pretty insightful, a different set of comments, but one of the comments they had left was that it's pretty much just like a RNG, do you get the right outcome here thing. I don't think it necessarily has to be, but I understand. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, I think hunger is really important, but it's not like it's hard to get. So it's not like it's, it's like it's unfair to anybody. Like, oh, you got hunger, so you just win the game. It's like, you just spin it a couple times, you'll get there, right? But I do think war magic is pretty powerful. I would say, I'll take that. We could probably get up to 5 villager here. But you know what? We get war magic again. So, maybe it's common enough that it doesn't really matter. But no, anyway. Oh, take that, sure. Anyway, yeah, like, I would say war magic is pretty powerful, but I could probably still get a, I don't know, sub 12 at least, right? Without war magic. Okay. Get ourselves up to 5 villager, but I'm kind of hoping to find, I wouldn't mind another axe, a villager axe. Okay. or that. Yeah, that could work as well. 2 lucky charms. You might wonder why not just combine them right now. The reason is because I want a different weapon. I don't need a shield. It's going to slow down my build, definitely. But I will, okay, I will try to remember not to be too, I'm used to, of course I'm used to speed running at a certain speed. Okay. Anyway, actually, I'd also like to talk a little bit about the skills. I'll talk about it more over the course of the month. I have a lot of plans this month when it comes to overlooting. I like this game a lot, if you can't tell, okay? If it's not obvious, I do like this game quite a lot. But, yeah, I have a lot of plans for it over the course of the month. Okay, get out of here, you. Wouldn't mind some lifesteal. I wouldn't mind something decent that way. Maybe I take the bear claw instead of the dueling dagger. Okay, good. Lifesteal or regeneration or something. I'll take that. Okay. Once I get, the first upgrade, that should help me. I can upgrade the axe, do a little bit better damage. Okay, because I really am kind of a full damage focused type of thing. Go with the axe. 8 to 15 damage. Now I can get you in 1. And you in 1, fairly good. Take the autumn staff, thank you. That's much better. I think magic is it's just so powerful in this game. It's kind of crazy. The funny thing is, like, and some of you may find yourself some clips because it is funny looking back. When I was using magic for the first time in this game, I was like, magic sucks. Like, why does it always suck in all these games? That was my genuine take, which is crazy now, because magic is the strongest thing. But I was expecting it to be the case. I'm just gonna do this now. This is dumb, but you never know. I don't know if I would do this if I was like, yeah, no, it doesn't happen. That's fine. Put this on. Okay. I feel pretty safe doing that, though. We get ourselves a legendary, which I can try to combine in the next area. And you could potentially get the staff, right? So that's maybe not the worst call. I'd like a better weapon than the weakest Ronin weapon, though. Okay. Get him down. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thank you very much. What do you got for me? I'll just take it. It's slightly better. I'll put that on. Okay. They will pop to poison. Holy cow. Yeah. Spooky. Is there something that I can do to... Well, I guess I can put on... stuff. All right. How many regeneration? Okay. That'll work. Put this on. No. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Fair. Yeah, I guess I just got like a kind of a crazy run initially. Wait, how do I... There. Here we go. Yeah. Take it. All right, game. Again, I swear. Anyway, yeah. So I've got a plan on talking about a lot of different skills over the course of the month, as well as I have 4 challenges. So my thought was... The game is really good. I mean, I like overlooting a lot, okay, obviously. But I think it's in this kind of a game, a big part of the game is like just finding new things to do constantly. So like we do this, then we do this, then we do this. And I think for the first, up until now, it's like, well, there's enough to do where, that's just not an issue. Take this one, I suppose, sure. A little bit more armor. because we are on Corruption 5. But then it's like, okay, once you get to the point where you can beat Corruption 5, and then you try Endless, and you're like, okay, Endless is, we're hearing it's going to get some updates over time, but right now there's just not a lot going on. Gosh dang, War Magic, see? Okay. Yeah, it's not RNG because I can get War Magic every time, and then we're just fighting each other. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, crazy how much War Magic tying in with Hunger is happening. So it's like, okay, yeah, like what would I do next, or what's the best next case scenario? I think the next best thing to do is like speed running, and I did that because that's where I lean. And then it's like, okay, what do you do after that? I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's think about it, right? So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I've come up with 4 different challenges that I think actually some of which I hope will become, let's put this on, achievements. Because I think the game's achievement amount right now, it's like, it basically follows the same line as just naturally playing. So you get all these things just by naturally playing up until the sets. And then it's like, okay, exploring the sets, that's a cool progression, I think. And then it's like, okay, maybe you explore the sets to a certain extent. Do you want to go through all of them? Probably Villager you want to go through because that's a cool idea. And then once you've done that, what do you do? I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on is figuring out, well, what do you do? Attack here. Can I get another? I'll just take whatever there. Attack. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked someone else. Okay. Attack you. Good. And attack here. All right. Good. Let's upgrade the Adept Staff. It is very powerful. The thing is, like, War Magic is so important because it's like it multiplies your damage almost. Because if you can hit, I don't know, if you hit, I take here, once with the Staff for magic damage, and then Mana Burst will happen once naturally. I think you get 1 extra by having Adept additional time, and then another time by having Max Adept, or not, Max Arcane. So that's a total of 3 hits. But then if you now hit all enemies, there's 3 enemies, that's a total of 9 hits, right? So that's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if it spreads out in that sort of a way from there. Do I just roll? I think I'm just going to roll this around until I find something I think is interesting. Maybe I should have just taken the Jerkin, honestly. It's not too bad. Okay, which boots? Nothing. What are they saying there? I'm not sure if, like let's say there's 3 enemies and you have all the mana bursts, like they should trigger, but then if you kill each enemy, like you have your initial mana burst hit, I'll take this on actually, each of the other enemies, and then they pop, do you get the other 2 still to go into the 1 enemy? Like, do they still spread to that primary enemy, or are they just designated to their enemy? Because normally mana burst doesn't work that way. Normally mana burst works in a way where, like, when it hits, swap that, it can hit any of the enemies. So if, like, technically you could think of it as like a stockpile of mana bursts, but probably not. I'm assuming instead what's happening is it just, like, it triggers and then it hits everyone instead of hitting just 1, like, each time it triggers, but it still only triggers 3 times. Probably. But it would be so much more broken if, if instead it was like the first trigger count, you get instead 3 triggers, and then if someone dies, then you get to keep that trigger. That would be much stronger. So kind of curious about that. Carry forward. Probably shouldn't work that way, but it feels like it does just because of how strong. Like when I have War Magic, I feel. Well, I should say I was gonna say I feel kind of invincible, but maybe not as much. Maybe not invincible exactly. Because I just lost the other time, but I felt really confident, and I got pretty close to finishing off that boss. Let's just do this. I guess I'll let's do this, and then these 3 I'm gonna actually put this on. Get ourselves a legendary. Nice. Okay. A little bit of healing, but I don't need that much healing. We'll put this back on so we get to keep our 3 Villager, and I'll have Amulet of Regrowth just work on healing me itself. There we go. All right. Attack. Yeah, normally my play here, I don't worry too much about maxing everything out or whatever, or I guess getting every item, using the forges and whatever to try to get to Legendary. There's just not like usually a huge reason to do that, but in this case, I'm thinking maybe I should. Okay, I'm gonna put this on myself. See if I can get you down. Just because, yeah, I feel like I'm not. Wow. Woo! 6 and 6. I just have to have one of you pop. I think I attack these guys. Oh no! I thought, oh man, actually, I thought that was gonna be. I thought that would work because it would spread to them. Because then I only need 6. I should have attacked them because then it would spread to the others, but it probably wouldn't kill. Actually, not sure if it would kill or not. Okay. But yeah, there are a couple other start skills that I've considered outside of hunger, but you know, I don't know if they're consistent enough. Lucky Charm, probably the best item to get at the beginning. If I get, imagine getting 2 Lucky Charms before you even reach the chest. Like, you could do that. And with Shadow, you could wear both. All right, take this. I think the best villager gear for me personally is definitely the boots. Okay. I needed a weapon. If you don't take a weapon there, like, it might feel tempting, like, okay, well, I could take the mana necklace and that could help me long term. You have to take weapon because the next fight, it takes just so many more hits to beat them down if you haven't gotten a weapon yet. All right. But yeah, the boots are the best to take because they give you a chance of swiftness. So like that little bit of extra odds of swiftness it's just so valuable. I'll take this, swap that. Okay. I remember there was someone, gosh, look, it's war magic every time. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna get you down. Ooh, get you down. Good. What here though? Nothing. I'll take that instead of there. Someone had said, where am I going here? I want this one, I think. Take this one. Weaponry. Take these. Actually, I don't know where I was going. War magic. Hold on. Into Fear of Death, definitely the way to go. I think Fear of Death is probably the strongest like final thing. What's I going to say? Man, that's the thing. This is why I usually don't chat or whatever, do live stuff while I'm speedrunning, because my brain, I'm just so, even though I'm not focused on it like as much as I could be, I'm still. Anyway, let's take this, put this on here. Permanent boost gives me armor gain. That's probably the most RNG heavy thing, is like, technically you could get lifesteal there and it solves so much. I'm just gonna put this on now, actually. That way they can pop on the thorns. And I get a little healing, because I kind of do need it. All right, maybe I put this on and I put this on there. I probably shouldn't do it. Okay, take boots. Just throw them on. Gosh dang. Yeah, what's upgrade there? Yeah, ideally, the easiest way to kind of win Area 1 is just always upgrade the blue weapon you get at the start. But this is like, of blue weapons, it's probably the least. Really hard to talk, concentrating gameplay, yeah. And normally, like, I play a lot of games that you might have to concentrate on, but like yeah, speedrunning is different from like something like a deck builder. Like if I'm playing a deck builder, assuming I'm not speedrunning it, I can rattle a bunch off and talk about plans and strategies real easy, but I'll just do this. And then I don't actually want to do that. No, I will. Who cares? I've got enough power there to be okay. All right, interesting. Attack. And then, oh yeah, I can put that on again. Max concentration, yeah. Right. Take this. Okay, put that on. That's much better. Look how much extra damage that Mana Burst does. Like, it only says 10% damage, but it just does so much. It racks up over the course of the run. You go so much faster with Mana Burst. Even though this is like the weakest Mana Burst item in the game, it's still that much better. Pause to pay more attention to dialogue. Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay, take this here. Could take weapon there. I guess I'll take Death Pendant and Rage and Thorns. Do I want to put that on and then put on another magic thing? Because my Mana Burst will do better with that instead of the Thorns. A bit rough, but I think so. I think we take that and then we put on the other magic. Yeah. Faster killing. I think that is right. Okay. Now give me Mage Hats. You'd love to see that. I will swap that there because it gives me an extra proc of Mana Burst. It's so strong. But yeah, I don't know. Like, is it better to, in C5, just as a general rule? I mean, I guess if you're going for max speed, you have to play a little risky anyway. But for consistency, is it maybe, and consistency can be important enough to like I don't know, over the course of all of your attempts, you could end up better off with better consistency than with like just really risking it. But yeah, like, is it potentially okay? Put that on. I'm gonna say, die. Is it better to, yeah, better to play certain things safer. I'm gonna take all these. I need a legendary, and it's not the one I want, but I can roll it a few times. This is another end of it. I think one of my best runs, in terms of the whole concept of like, do you take it safe or not? One of my best runs I got by rolling, I think actually my main weapon there, and getting the maxed out staff. It was insane. I was like, okay, well, here we go. Got it in first area. Like that was just so awesome. But you don't always get that. Attack here. Attack you. Okay, I might do that. Max out that staff. All right, and I'll heal myself a couple times. I'm gonna paralyze the multi-attacker. I think the other one applies wound. So as long as the multi-attacker is paralyzed, they won't really get to take much advantage of that. Oh wow, am I weak? Am I too weak here? I am because why? Why am I too weak there? I'm too weak because I don't even have like a rare staff, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we're trying to get our one. That's what matters. Pay more attention to the dog. Let's see. Yeah. I go in here. Oh right. Yeah, Shadow. I had the idea of like, could you play another character? Could you play another character instead of Shadow to start? And like, how viable is that? There's a couple of reasons why I think Shadow is probably always going to be the best character. But if there is a second best character, it's Maximilian, which is, again, it's funny because I look back at some of the things that I thought about the game, and the game has been adjusted a little bit. So it's not like it's entirely the same as it was, but it's mostly the same as it was. So when I was first playing it, like different aspects of it, when I first played Liz, for example, I thought Liz was kind of broken because you can just reroll infinitely. Not just broken, but also a little bit boring to play. Just because of that, like, yeah, like you can you're best off rerolling. I think I would stand by that. It's boring when you can just reroll a million times and when you have to swap off all of your loot each time. That got a lot better when they removed Villager. Like you have to wear Villager and swap off Villager every time. Like that was ruling a little bit. That's gone now, so like that's fine. But okay. But like at the time, like that might have been accurate, but Liz being super strong was not accurate. Put these on. Get one down. Good. Gosh. Yeah, it's also like, do you take hunger there, or do you just keep spinning in the hopes of finding a hunger that doesn't require you to lose half your HP? Kind of tricky. All right, give me that. Actually, I don't really know. I don't really know. I think. Oh, I should use the healing potion there. Ugh. Okay, but I think yeah, maybe spinning for a non-bad hunger. Okay. Speed and progression. Yeah. Attack here. Yeah, like there. There we have it. That's good. Did I press it too quick? Oh well. Oh well. Wait, there's a button to clear the last one, like minus? No. Okay. Okay, that just paused it. That wasn't what I wanted. All right, well, what can you do? Take the staff. I know there is a button, but I'll look at it at the end because I'm pretty sure I don't have to actually like submit it to myself or whatever until the end. Okay. Something worth knowing, but whenever I'm doing these, whenever I'm recording these, I don't actually use a speedrun timer. I just go back and look at the end. So I'm not as familiar with speedrun timer buttons. Okay, give me hunger. So you get hunger there. We finally actually don't get war magic, but you know, this is the one where maybe I actually succeed. Isn't this run invalidated because you paused? I don't think so, because the timer isn't what you use in speedrun whatever to measure, right? So like when I'm going back and testing the run, like how fast was it? If you take the time to wait a second and do that, like I can't skip that time. It'll skip that time in my timer, but in the actual speed of the run, it won't be skipped. Because it's real time, right? This isn't like an in-game timer, if that makes sense. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't think there would be a way for that problem to arise. Take this one, put that at the top. Because it's real time. That should resolve anything like that. Like if I were to go in and like splice that, that would be, obviously, yeah, that would be a problem. Is the video time? Yeah. It's the video time, and yeah, obviously, like no splicing and whatever. The rules are there, but thank you. Did I previously use... Oh, maybe I used the rings, combined the rings in the past because they... I was gonna say... Because I already had a necklace, a lucky necklace. That's probably the reason. Because otherwise, it's a good idea just to use each ring in each spot. Ooh, okay. I might, yeah. Maybe what I try here is to go with Sylvan because I can scale up over time, like across attacks. That might not be a bad call. But then, and Sylvan has good dodge, right? That doesn't seem too bad. Okay, take this. It's like, you could say the video time, but, you know, it's going to be measured based on the video time. But not like from start to end of the video or anything like that. It'd be from when you leave Outer Forest to... fine. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Do I feel good about doing this now? Damage amp isn't going to be that much. Okay, attack here. Attack there. Okay, I'll put this on and take you. Sure. I would love... Hey, actually, it does give me mana burst, though. It does give me mana burst now, which is very nice. I can max out a... I can max out a comfy jacket. This is what happens when you just take things as you go. Like that, you know? I usually I'd skip in like an official run. Skipping items, it is so much faster. It's kind of crazy. Like when I was playing early, it was and there was this idea like, yeah, like it's based on RNG, or it's based on primarily based on what sets you get and things like that. But like the biggest thing that has gotten me down in time, it's a mixture of like skipping, which you can see I'm not skipping here. I'm still getting decent times, and just recognizing fairly quickly what it is that I want or don't want. Because when I was first starting out, like, and I still miss stuff, you know, like it's possible still for me to miss even like a legendary staff that I definitely would love to get. But ultra cool jacket, yeah, you got the max tier common jacket. I mean, it definitely, actually, I thought about, I don't know, showing it at some point, or at least I'll talk about it here, right? So there was a run that I had where I got 2 axes, I think 1 maxed out and 1 tier 2. Like villager axes. Thank you. And ooh, okay, these guys can be, if you don't pay enough attention, these guys can be a problem because you can get like 1 unit of them that just has insane damage. Okay, it looks like I have enough dodge though that I'm dealing with them pretty well. Okay, I don't get anything useful. Okay, Sylvan could be kind of nice. Okay, there, because now I can take off whichever one has less dodge. Boots. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, like so I got 2 axes. I'll take this. Oh no. I got 2 axes and I got that's much better. I got the necklace, I think, and I got like every piece of basic gear. So I like immediately had basically maxed out villager, and I was so hype about it because I was like, okay, I've never gotten this start. Like I think I don't want any of these. I think I got just, yeah, none of these don't really help me. Bludgeoning actually might be an okay call. But yeah, it was the craziest luck run that I'd ever had at the start of the game. Having even 1 maxed out villager axe is pretty good for a start, but then having, yeah, all 5 for villager items and 2 maxed out axes, meaning I don't actually have to swap off. It was like, you know, this is still going to be slower, so it's not really a great idea for a speedrun, but just this start is so uncommon. After so many hours of working on it, the first time I ever get it was then. It was like, wow, okay, what is going on? Like, what is this run? It's not even good. It's great and terrible. Let's see. I'll take this one. Yeah, normally I go with Faye for the dodge chance instead of Sylvan for the damage amp. But maybe damage amp is better for the boss fight in C5. Possible. Also probably don't need to be taking items so much anymore. Unless they are actually potentially useful. Easy. I always take easy path there because the reward advantage that you get from the other path doesn't really seem that important to me. Especially in a speed run, because the speed advantage you get from taking easy path is just so much. Enemies start with a decrease to their HP. I'll take this, I suppose. I don't know if I even should have taken that. Yeah, no, I'll dump that. I don't need it. Okay. Okay, interesting enough. Yeah, I think bludgeoning has a chance. I probably would rather have something that goes with the set, though. Yeah. Okay. What to do here? Maybe then what I do is combine these into a legendary, and we hope to find the staff, because then I can just skip through for the rest of the game. That would be ideal, but I don't see it happening. Nope. A lot of nope. That's fine. And I think in proper runs, you probably just don't use forges at all. That's good, kind of my position. Trinitas is so interesting. At the start of each round, if you have exactly three of any, like 3 stacks of anything, you get 3 attacks. The potential of that is insane. The problem is, like, if it was at the start of the run, maybe you go for it. But because it's the final item always, it's like, how much do I care about that? Okay. It's the same thing, actually. There's an extra attack every round thing for Maximilian that I believe is like the last. It's tier 3 as well, where it's like, okay, like that would be good. Like execution is really good, right? So like that would be really good instead of execution, for example, for that character. But because it's tier 3, it's like you get both, I suppose, which is good. You know, the amount of attacks that you would do at that point would be actually really nuts. But it's not like, because it happens only at the end, it's like you're already so strong by then that you should be killing enemies pretty instantly anyway. Maybe against the boss, though. Again, maybe against the boss. Like, things do change when you have a final boss that has so much HP to just eat through. Damage does start to matter again. Okay, let's see. Attack here. Yeah, I'm going to keep using forges to try to see if we can get a staff. Because I would like a staff. I kind of wish if you combine 3 of these that you could get like an upgraded tier 3, you know? That would be nice. I would like that. Let's see, what do we have here? And I think it's not, you know, it's not too broken of an idea either, in my mind. Okay. Oh, dang. Man. Yeah. And that's the thing, is like I'm not I guess paying enough attention. It is actually, I think, just weaponry there that matters, though. Like, I probably should have taken the sword, but I was chatting about this idea of like, why can't it just be tier 2? I think that would be cooler. Without really much downside, because like once you get up to 3 tier 3s, it's like, okay, now if I combine these, there's just like not any benefit to that. Take the sword. Okay, we have hunger there again. Okay, give me, sure, I can take the vest here. You don't take the sword there because upgrading sword or having 2 swords is not very important, because villager swords suck anyway. It's really only about the sets that matters for villager stuff. I mean, upgrading gives you a bit better luck. I'll roll it there. Nope, I can't work with that. No university ever take that. You can't not get a weapon. Okay, have to get a weapon. Okay. Retry. Yeah, I mean, ideally people will submit runs that they have timed like within reasonable closeness, as opposed to just like submitting something and hoping I'll do the whatever there. But it's okay. It is what it is, right? Like I'm planning on being pretty focused on this and trying to make it as good as possible. And so whether it's like the fastest run or not, I'm going to do my best to make sure to time it well and so on, right? Okay. I think because I'm trying to blend moving quickly a bit too much, I think, with chatting, and I'd rather chat than move too quickly. So I'm trying to actively, okay, let's like pay attention and chat about things going on in the game and not worry too much about time. But again, it's after speedrunning for so many hours, it feels like it's just sort of a part of it is that my brain starts to like lock down and say, okay, we're looking for this, and this, and shut out everything else. Attack there. Nothing for the beginning, but you don't really need anything for the beginning. You really only need a weapon. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. We'll take this. Technically, I don't need it to be the right weapon as long as I have a weapon. So that's okay. Looking for, okay, we'll take villager's jacket there. A couple different things. One of them has dodge, one of them has mana burst. Just need anything for magic damage. Nothing. Okay, back there. I guess I should put that on as well. Even though it's only a little bit of damage, it'll add up. Okay. Give me, okay, hat. Go there. And what do you have for me? Hunger. I'll have less HP. Ooh, okay. I was hoping that would be enough to kill. Oh, okay. Here, got him. Got him with 1 HP left. Is there hope? Is there a dream? Take the extra damage here, I think. And I might actually, for now, put these on. Okay. There we go. Good. Staying alive. Just barely. Just barely. Okay. The amount of swiftness gained from that is probably not worth it. Okay. I would love a magic attack, please. We have healing. We have healing. That's what matters here. Did I get... Yeah, growing power is actually pretty good. Wait. At the end of the round, no, that's not as good. Mana burst triggers apply on hit effects. You can use that if you got the boots, I think, is a possibility. And that actually is probably more viable. Oh my goodness. It's probably more viable here than it would be normally. Take Thorny Shield for getting us closer to regeneration. Also Thorns and Armor for survivability. Good. Good. Initiate Staff. There you have it. Finally gain myself the Mana Burst. There we go. That's a good improvement. Okay. kind of can't believe I'm alive right now, but I appreciate it, game. A lot of narrow survivals there. Okay, take that. I will just go ahead and upgrade. I wish almost that there was a way, like maybe if I right-click the gear, it like auto goes onto the one. It's very speedrun focused. Like I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I'll upgrade that. Yeah, better mana burst. Like why should dev care as much about like that's something I've been thinking about actually recently is like I don't want this to overly influence development for the game. You know, I want to be separate as possible. So like I asked the dev, of course, to post in the Discord, and you know I want to be respectful in that way. But I also don't, you know, I don't want too much influencing. Oh, death there, just because you know it would be like it's sort of against the point. Like with speed running, it's like take what we have and see what we can do with it, right? Although at the same time, like if there was an in-game timer, I guess I'll admit that would be kind of interesting. So maybe I'm not totally against swayage, a little bit of swayage. This destruction magic, I wonder. For those that are interested in speedrunning this, your magic damage can critically strike. Potential of that with rogue. Like I've looked through the skills. I've thought about some of these different things for different options. Because this character, the key advantage to Shadow, I think I was talking about this earlier and just kind of forgot what I was saying, as has been a trend this stream. But the key advantage for Shadow is golden chests, which are like, you get a few times throughout the run, basically. Golden chests give you better loot. So it's like 1 rarity higher than it would be normally. And that's like, it's just so insanely powerful. Comfy boots are good. Okay, attack here. Give me, I'll take wooden shield just because. Give me, hopefully, okay, no weapon. But again, like technically I don't need a weapon from here. But it would speed things up a bit. Okay, attack there. Good. Give me... Okay, we'll take this for the swiftness boost. Yeah, potentially could attack multiple times. Attack the other guys so that your damage will reduce, so you don't do any damage through my armor. Take the boots, and I will put the boots up there. They also give swiftness, so that's good. Chance to hit multiple times. Okay, I'm now at 3 villager items. Critical chance, bludgeoning chance. I guess bludgeoning is not too bad. Give me multi-attack. And there we do have war magic, but I'm not so sure it's gonna work out for me here. Okay. Okay, got bludgeoning. Technically, I'm alive. Okay. You love to see it. I should know what to do now, though. Like, I'm in a spot right now. The game has put me in a spot. I can multi-attack to get. I was hoping to get you down. Okay. No, I think that's it. Unless I bludgeon. Nope. Nope. Yeah, you do need a weapon from that first one. Something that I would refuse to not get. I think in a proper speedrun. So maybe I should do that here as well. But it doesn't have to be the right weapon. It could just be a weapon. Maybe just always take whatever weapon and ignore whether or not it's a staff. Could be fine. We try. Okay. Good. All right, okay. Keep running, keep rolling. Looking for hunger. I think there's been points, I think this is something that not just speedrunners, but just like anybody that plays the game a whole lot will do at some point in time, is like you start to imagine what influences the odds of the game. In this game, there are things that influence the odds. Same thing with Mega Loot. But when I was first playing Mega Loot, I remember always talking about this idea of like, is it real or am I crazy? Like, am I just like deluding myself that there is some correlation between my choices and like what I'm clicking on and like the odds of getting specific items in the game? There was, but there was no way to know for sure at the time. Let's see. Same thing here. Like the developer has mentioned like, actually like this can influence, that can influence. So like it does exist, but yeah, it's easy to wonder. Take this guy's thing. Sorry, I should have taken the, oh well. Oh, I'm gonna be low HP. I hope I get lifesteal from the well will be just so amazing. Okay, attack there. Good, got him down. Okay, take this one. Boots there. Good. Let's see, take this. Comfy hat. We'll hold on to it so I can use that instead of the boots at some point, but technically the boots are better right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Take the initiate robes. Swap this off for a little mana burst. That could save me. We get that potion. Okay. Yeah, and now look at that. Look how it's absurd. Look how ridiculous mana burst is. It's crazy. Like the amount of increase to damage. All right, just like that. We take this. Might actually do this because I kind of need survivability right now. Okay, I'll take the hat. Gives me critical chance. I don't hate that. Imagine getting critical chance and using that thing that we're magicking critical hit and using rogue though. Like that potential of that seems high. Yeah, I need healing, so I really can't. I can't afford to make much mistake right now. You gotta be the poisoner. And then you, yeah. There's just certain fights where... okay, we can upgrade our sword. Upgrade the staff. Good. Should be able to one-pop you and then get them down. Fantastic. So damage is definitely getting better. I would like Winter Staff on there, but I think the 4 to 9 damage might be too important right now. Yep, get them down before they can amplify. Fantastic. Take the sword, 7 to 9. That's better damage. Better pizza, Papa John's, right? Take the Fang Necklace. A little Enrage. Don't mind if I do. Try to go for another blue, which I think I will just put on like that. Give us survivability. Taking survivability in a speedrun. What is this? This isn't what I signed up for. Okay. Yeah, I don't see myself going with villager at this point, but I kind of want to, but I don't have. Yeah, I just don't have the health for it. Take whatever here. Can still use one more ring or necklace. Give me... It's a headpiece. The wand. Okay. Come on. Another magic... I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess that is true. Mana burst, swiftness. So I could do like this and like this, and we get Fae going. My survivability goes down a bit, but Fae... We get Fae going. I like Fae, and it increases my magic damage a bit. I don't know if that's a good call or not. Amount of damage is high enough, though. Damage is pretty important here. I don't know. I think it is probably higher to go with the Fae stuff than it is to... Because Fae also, like, when you apply... Ooh, give me that. Okay. When you apply stacks of Hex to enemies, when they pop, when you break them, they actually do the damage of the Hex. So, which, if you don't know what Hex is, it basically, like... With Fae, the idea is that you apply this status called Hex. And, I go with this. You apply a status called Hex, and then when you break that Hex, assuming you have Fae on specifically, that when you break that Hex, you get, let's put that on, you get Swiftness, which is your chance of attacking multiple times. Like how I have one extra attack, every time I do one of my attacks, I have a chance, right now it's a 15% chance to attack an additional time, but only once per Swiftness per attack. Hunger gives me 2 attacks, which means I could potentially attack up to 4 times because each attack could proc swiftness, which is why it's so important. Important to get some swiftness here. Hunger does really well with swiftness. Attack there. Take this. I don't really need this though. Yeah, I'd rather keep survivability than try to swap over to using. Actually, I'll take that. Swap over to using villager. Damage amp. So I think it will take the damage amp at least there. Upgrade you. Maybe instead of upgrading Hagstaff, we upgrade Magus Robes. But it's only one tier higher, and the damage of the weapon is generally more important. Put on a little defensive, put a little bit of stunnage onto you, and let's hope that my damage is this time actually strong enough to win this out, despite my somewhat low HP. You got bludgeoned. My goodness, it's not. Oh, it's not. It's just not. Wow. Yeah, that boss might also be generally stronger than... Yeah, a lot stronger than the Slime Mother. How are you doing? You came at exactly the right moment. Yeah. It's going okay. I mean, it's C5. So it is what it is. Won once. I have not. I got really close to the first run, but now we are just rocking and rolling. My plan generally is to just get one run, just kind of have a time, and then like have that as kind of a basis. Although for C5, you can get first place, second place, or third place and earn prizey time. So not the end of the world if it's not as fast as my time. But I figure just like, yeah, one kind of starter, one basis for what times can look like is good. Okay, attack there. But yeah, C5 is very different. It's very different from C0. Like you can't play as thinly. Okay, take this here. Do I swap that out? I do, because it's just mana burst right now. We take hunger. Okay. I don't like poison that much, but it's working. It's working. Give me that. Don't hate that. I'd like a better weapon though. Oh no. Okay. There. Pop. Good. Do this. A lot of nothing. We're looking for some benefit from the okay. Villager items. Needed like a solid weapon. This could work. This could work. Because we can get regeneration soon if I get that. Take these, heal, carry forward. Okay. Ooh. I do very little damage. I'm focusing. I'm just gonna be doing poison to kill mostly, which is not good. All right, that's fine. Okay, staff. I think I will pop that on and pop this on. Get better mana burst. Okay. And we have thorns. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Thorns is kind of normally is my classic. I'll pop it off for now, but normally thorns is my classic. Like, use that to get through the first boss more guaranteed. There's regeneration. That'll help. It's not going to do much, but regeneration has actually been buffed since I originally was using it as well. Regeneration now makes it so that like you heal after the final attack as well. So normally in the past it was like you get regeneration if you take multiple turns, you get at least a little bit of healing there, but now you get an extra amount of healing at the end. So it has gotten stronger. It's pretty powerful. Upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade this and get a maxed out staff because I don't know. I guess the adept hat I could have upgraded, but I think damage is going to be kind of important. We'll put on the arming sword for a little bit of extra, just basic attack. I'll look for, well, can I do this now? Is this strong enough in terms of damage? Maybe. I don't know how worth it is. Just to get that little bit of extra, it's not really that worth it. But I can get ironclad that way? Okay, there's a chance there. Combine some of these in. We're looking for, I like that. Looking for anything useful. I think this is okay. Soul Drain Sword is going to be like a lifesteal now, and then regeneration on top of that I got from the well should help a lot. Okay, I can appreciate these things. And then I can put this on, which means I can now put on this hat again and keep my 3 villager. Generally, 3 villager is all you need. You don't really need 5 villager. I tend to go for it, but it's not really that important. And actually, it's probably better to just always go for 3 anyway. Okay, take this. Because that gives you your, it gives a decent boost, 15 areas deeper. Iron metal? Okay, sure. that instead of this one is good because it gives me that extra barrier without having to actually have Ironclad on. Okay, hat. I think I will try to shift off of Villager now. Maybe a mistake, but that's my thought. Villager, so I could get the dodge counterattack because I want to be good enough against the boss. Maybe I shouldn't do it just yet. We'll keep Villager for until we get to the boss. Okay. Good. I do like weakness or wound a lot, I should say. Wound is a really good potion to get. Okay. Now, because it speeds up boss fights. That has lifesteal as well. I will take that instead. Because it's higher rarity. Okay, the boots. Okay, now I do this. That gets me up to 4 of them. Rid of you. Yep, there's the staff. Swap that over this side. That's 5. One can hope, right? There. And then these ones here. I think that's it for this area. Okay. Okay. Good. That staff doesn't really matter for me. I think upgrading... Oh, tricky. Upgrade this. I think upgrading the staff is probably the play there. Although I could have combined that. Oh, I should combine the hats and then upgraded the hats. Get a tier 3 hat. That would have been smart. Ah, well. I think it'll be fine. We put wound onto you. An extra barrier onto myself. I'll have healing potion in case I need it. 6 to 9. The amount of mana burst is nice. But I think I might prefer the lifesteal. Yeah. I think that's a fine call. Because lifesteal would mean I don't have to heal for as much. Maybe that was a mistake. Huh. This is surprisingly difficult. That I would have thought that would be a win. That's probably the first one where I'm like, it's not just from me kind of playing overly fast. I would think that would be a win. But I guess, I mean, it is max corruption, but like, I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm underestimating C5 just in general. Okay. Interesting. Should I have gone Mana Burst there? Not really sure. Take here. Reroll. Take Spatha. Spatha is very powerful. Yeah, Spatha, Ironclad are kind of the classics of what I would use in the past. Take that there. I haven't gotten a single villager item. Well, I guess I have gotten the sword. I've gotten the sword. That's fair. Take the sword. I'll upgrade this sword. I'm going to keep using Spatha. I probably max out the Spatha because a maxed out blue. That's like that's the tried and true. Take this one. We'll do Hunger. Good. Attack there. All right. Give me another set of boots. That'll work. Get ourselves the 3 for villager. Okay. Okay. Time to lock in maybe a little bit better. Yeah, I think up until that point, I was like, okay, I'm just playing too fast. I got to adjust my frame here a little bit, but I think I'm underestimating Corruption 5 as well. I mean, Corruption 5 is hard. Okay. Take here. Upgrade that. Heal here. Get rid of them. Good. All right. Give me the boots. Upgrade some boots. Should I have taken the Legion necklace instead of going for the boots? But the extra luck is probably fine to take. I would love the necklace. Okay, what do we get? I'm not sure what I got there. Dodge, swiftness, critical damage, critical chance. Not sure. Okay. Give me... Take this ring. A little bit of thorns is nice. My damage is pretty decent right now. Okay, there we go, though. That's better. Like that. Get our 5 villager items. I am weakening myself a little bit, but for 5 villager items, it should be worth it. No, do I take Enrage instead of Thorns, maybe? Upgrade to the Spatha. It's going to be important. Oh, I thought get one of you down that way. Surely. Okay. Holy. Champion ring. Maybe that is better. Get some damage, self-damage reduction. 2 down. Them down. I need I need survival. We'll put this here and we'll put this there. Give me a little bit of regeneration. I think take you out first so there's no amplifying, and then I'll heal. Good. I think this is fine though. I think we'll be okay. It's a bit hectic of a start, but I don't care about any of this. Okay. Them down, heal ourselves up. Give me the staff. That'll work. That will be what I upgrade instead, assuming I don't get a better option. Oh, I should probably swap the comfy jacket on instead of the boots down there now that I'm feeling pretty safe again. So that gives me... nothing much. Okay. Well, swap these up. I think that's fair enough. We're looking for, yep, something I can swap on to get mana burst going. And now skip. Should be much more in a stable spot now. But I don't want to underestimate the boss. Yeah, concerning. I don't have, let's see, my regeneration right now is coming from the thorns. I think that's a fine thing to keep on. I'll upgrade that, why not? It's kind of weird how sometimes when you take the item, it doesn't go to the next area automatically, but it feels like sometimes it does. Okay, pass there. I'm gonna get rid of some villager stuff because I think at this point I'm not using it anymore. And keep skipping. Roll those once. Okay. Good. We take nothing there. Maybe I should take stuff. Maybe I should take stuff. Take stuff so I can use it on the forge in the next area. Okay. I'm pretty confident this one I can get through first area at least. Upgrade to this staff. Swiftness and damage amp. Nice. And then I have healing, which will damage the enemy, which should be nice. And acid potion actually is going to be pretty solid too. Use acid potion. I think this is fine. Is there anything that I'd want? Like, I don't think the lifesteal from this is going to be that important. I think it's better to do these two. But yeah, it's just, I'm concerned because this has gone kind of haywire the last couple times. I think when I heal with this and then attack, you get down, which means we just have the wound enemy left. And then I just have to out damage you, and then we should be fine. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Now, reroll. We'll take the Fey boots. That's good. Yeah. Get yourself some Fey going on as well. And Fey boots, they're not the best for dodge. Like the Fey, I think epic level chest piece is probably my favorite Fey item, but it works. Okay. Attack there. Good. Good, good, good. What do you got? Yeah, getting upgraded items from in there is just so powerful. I guess I'll take a little bit of lifesteal from that. Because it'll do a little bit extra damage with lifesteal there. Okay. Take that. Footwear. I mean, yeah, it's better, right? Swiftness and dodge. A little bit less mana, but the dodge is probably important enough to go for. 27% dodge chance means, like, every time I dodge, I can counterattack and hit him a bunch of times, so that works. What do we have? 2% or 2 regeneration. Yeah, I'll take it. Maybe I should have taken Shadow Veil, actually. That's probably a much better call. Oh, well. Because that's 10. It's basically 10 every turn if you have 0 armor, which is quite strong, but the damage amp is actually pretty good too, right? Because I gain regeneration and then I gain damage amp, so I don't have to have very much thorns if that's what I want to keep going with. That could work. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Okay, I'll take this. Mana and swiftness and dodge. I prefer the dodge. Get rid of some junk. Take these. Okay. Attack here. Get rid of you. Get rid of this. Good. There. Nice. Upgrade. I'm going to max out the summer staff. It does pretty good damage. Okay. Take that. Upgrade you. I guess I could max out the spring boots instead. the worst call. Next to the spring boots. This will give me better swiftness, dodge, and counterattack. Dodge is important. Maybe I should, because I think normally I would go for all damage, but C5 all damage might just be too risky. Okay, so max, let's upgrade you once, get us up to 18% boosted dodge there. We're at 38 right now. And when I dodge, I get to counter, do some damage. Nice. Okay. And my damage is decent right now, nothing too crazy. Okay, keep skipping around. Good. Okay, forge. I will forge 3 of these together. Okay, that could work. Now, forge 3 of you together, and I'll forge 3 of these together. All right, that's good. Yep, solid. Solid. All right. Attack there. Give me something. How to feel about that one? I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to like lean away a little bit from my standard approach here, because I kind of think I'm gonna need a little bit of like survivability in a way that I don't usually. I mean, technically in the first one, like the fastest I could ever do this probably would be still keeping with very minimal self-defense, but yeah, it's feeling like that might not be consistent enough. Anyway, okay, take this. At least for now. Okay, attack. Do I have life steal? I do have 1% life steal, right? Okay, interesting. Yeah, right, because of my necklace. Yeah, true. Okay, attack there. Yeah, we take upgrades to the staff. Okay, nice. Better regeneration, you love to see that. Better regeneration, better thorns. Take these. I think the best dark thorn item is definitely the amulet. It is really powerful. Okay, nice. Get rid of the poisoners. Thank you. Good. Take this. Okay. Yeah, am I likely to try to go for 6? So yeah, like if I'm not going to go for 6 arcane items, I probably just keep the staff. Like 1 staff for arcane would be good, as opposed to going for the boots. But okay. Combine away some of these guys. Combine some of these things. Okay. Combine. That'll work. Combine that in. Nice. Good. How close to down are you? Yeah, there is a glitch in the game that exists right now. Any chance I go for a ring? If I go for a ring, then maybe I do actually want to go for 4 with... So give me an extra 15% mana burst. It's just... Getting 6 is so strong, getting 4 is not. Getting 1 is strong, or getting 2 and getting 6 are strong, but getting 4 is not. I'm gonna go, but I'll put this for now. And upgrade the spring boots. That's fair, because I might not end up using summer staff, actually. That's the problem with summer staff. Okay. Attack you. Maybe I don't need to use my defense potions right now. Okay, I'll use one, actually. Never mind. Wait, where's my... Okay, there's regeneration. I don't have any lifesteal right now? Okay. Oh, yeah, because I swapped off the amulet. Fair enough. Good. It's them down. Now I just have to finish them off. Fantastic. Sylvan Fae. Sure. That'll work. And there's my... Okay. There's my staff. That's the thing is, yeah, I feel like I use this instead of the summer staff. Because adept staffs work with mana burst. I don't care about any of this. But yeah, oldest staff is super important. I did lose the other time, though, with oldest staff, so it might not be the most concrete strategy. Take that. I will put on you instead of there, though. Yeah. We'll max out oldest staff, and I'm going to max out the dusty hat because the amount of damage increase there is actually insane as well. And then we'll be survivable because of dodge chance. Roll this. Skip. I would like better staff than the adept staff, but it's okay. Better secondary, you know. But like, look, like this starts at 50%. I think it goes up to 113%. So the that staff is pretty insane. Okay, attack. Looking for, I guess, the mana ring. Okay. What do we have for? I'm not gonna have 3 stacks of things. Damage increase from damage amp is doubled. What can I use to get damage amp going well? Technically Sylvan. But I don't know if I want to swap anything away from what I have right now. Because I'm not going to get lifesteal. So I think some healing would be nice. Oh yeah, I guess the answer would be to swap away from doubling up. Yeah, I don't necessarily... Yeah, Dusty Hat, right? That makes most sense, because get rid of Dusty Hat, even though it is really, really powerful. Oh, unless I have a better staff option, actually. Maybe that's... Maybe... you know what? That's probably what it is you keep Dusty Hat and you swap this staff. Or no. I can't really do that, though. I would have to swap off of the dodge chance one for this dodge chance one. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay, maybe. Upgrade there. Because then Sylvan allows damage amp, and damage amp has double effectiveness. I feel like it's important to get some type of damage amp thing going. Although, Mana Burst will already scale me, so dodge is kind of more important to me. Tricky. Oh, I should have upgraded Oldest Staff. Gosh dang it. Oops. That's okay. Yeah, the effect from Oldest Staff will cover damage, I think. Damage and scaling. So actually, I do just need dodge chance. So what can I do to focus on dodge chance more? I guess I could put it instead of the hat. Maybe that works. So dodge chance is at 47%. That's not bad. Okay, I take this. Okay, I think about this. 47%. How do I feel about that? Feel okay about that. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, this probably is enough for the final boss. Or no. Kind of torn on it. Okay. Bludgeoning ring would be the other end of that I might consider. So, like, bludgeoning ring here, and then the staff there, and we could all 2s, and then, yeah, the 1 extra. That could be better. Breaks free of stun, apply weakness to it, and then this will stun them some of the time. With the amount that I'm attacking it, kind of makes sense. Okay. I think that could work. Probably the play. Good. All right. Good. And all right, so I guess yeah, we're we played it much safer, but as long as I get the win here, it will be what, a sub 20, I'm sure. Okay. Good. Read that. Let's see. What are my odds of? Yeah, my bludgeoning chance is only 15%. I could increase it massively from that, and then I can be applying weaknesses to you as well at that point, which would be nice. Okay. And then and I also get damage amp from it. Maybe I, as much as I'd like to upgrade the Oldest Staff, mana burst percentage is going to go up like crazy from it. I should be able to do the damage I need from that, instead focusing on bludgeoning chance and dodge. Keep me alive. Try to guarantee a win instead of trying to speed a win, right? As long as I get under 20, I'll be fine. Yeah, damage amp goes up 23% from this, but bludgeoning is 35%. That should mean a win for me. Okay. Even if it is a little tragic. Let's see. Sickening Potion. Yeah, I shouldn't need to use any of these here. I think... Yeah, we just scale up Mana Burst through this. Mana Burst is already at 365%. So yeah, like, why bother pushing it so much higher? And we're doing, yeah, very good damage. Enough to kill the allies. And then once I get to the next boss, I think I'll get to keep all that, if I'm not mistaken. So we get to the final boss here. I think I have to kill these ones first. Although I'd like to bludgeon you, but we can wait on that a little bit. Oh no, I don't get to keep mana burst. Okay, it doesn't carry over, but as long as I can be okay with these, I'm gonna hit you with weakness. I'm going to hit them with paralyze. I'm going to boost myself and attack. Okay. Mana burst is now at 400 some odd percent, meaning we're able to kill those allies. They are bludgeoned, and hopefully they just stay bludgeoned basically the whole fight, right? That's the idea. Okay. I think the bludgeoning ring was the right call there. Because, yeah, upgrading the staff would have just given me a little bit better damage. I didn't really need damage. Congrats. Thanks. Yeah, that sits us at 18 some odd, which this just is pretty... It hasn't been here the whole time, whatever. Area 1, 2, and 3, that's for, like, C0. So... I did play slow, gosh dang it, but it's okay. We managed to get sub 20. Actually, you know, my first C0 runs that I actually posted, at least. Okay, before that they were abysmal, I'm sure, but or they were just casual, really. My first C0 runs were, I think, 21 something. I pushed to get it under 20, and then I, you know, shot all the way down to where I'm at now, under 10. But yeah, that's C5. That's C5 for you. I am so tempted to try to like push this into through the stratosphere or whatever, but I'm gonna hold off. I want to give as many people an opportunity. If you saw what I was doing there, you can tell there's a lot more that could be done. The first three, the top three players, top three runners for this will get a cash prize. So if you know, if you have an interest in that, you want to try to kind of compete. It's nothing too crazy in terms of money, but I thought it could be interesting for some people. So yeah, I hope you will give it a go. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this off here. Look forward to a lot more overlooting stuff to come, because I do have a lot of plans for it. I might continue a little bit longer on Twitch and so on, but if you're on YouTube, I so appreciate you coming around. I'll see you in the next one. Later on. All right.